Hello folks, and welcome back to my channel. Today I'd like to talk to you about something that is so normal when getting pierced, and that is being really nervous. I don't know about y'all, but I do not enjoy the process of getting pierced. I'm like kind of a big baby. I'm always really nervous about how it's gonna feel, what the healing is gonna be like, all of those things. And that can make getting a piercing really overwhelming and really difficult sometimes. So today I wanted to offer you some of my best tips as a big baby and a very nervous client myself for staying calm when it comes to getting your piercings and just having the best experience possible. And this actually starts the night before. So I find that if you know you're planning on getting a piercing or a tattoo, eating a really good dinner the night before and making sure that you're nourished, that you've got like lots of carbs and lots of protein and lots of healthy fats and just like a really good meal that fills you up and is nutritious and just really healthy and nourishing really helps you a bunch in going into the next day with your body ready to go and handle anything the day throws at it. And likewise, getting a really good night's sleep the night before is very beneficial. Your body is just operating so much better when it's well rested. And of course, the thing that everyone likes the least, staying really well hydrated. This makes a huge difference. So making sure you're hydrating the day before your appointment too, all of these things just really help your body be in a better place to be able to handle getting a piercing or getting a tattoo or whatever it is you might be doing. And I know for me, when my body feels really good and I'm feeling really good going into getting it done, I'm a lot less nervous and a lot better able to calm and control my nerves. But if I don't feel good or didn't eat enough or have a headache, I'm definitely feeling way more nervous and way more anxious and way more uncomfortable in my body. So taking care of yourself the night before, also taking care of yourself the day of, like making sure you eat a big breakfast. If you're going midday, eating a good lunch, or if you're going at the end of the day, eating a good dinner. Not having any alcohol the day of. It's actually not legal for us to pierce you if you're under the influence of alcohol or other substances. So just please don't do that anyway. But making sure that you're in that good, clear headspace, and also just that your body is very nourished and very fueled. Piercing can trigger a pretty strong adrenaline and endorphin rush, and that takes a lot of blood sugar and a lot of energy for your body to do. So making sure your body is nourished, your tank is full, you're ready to go, definitely going to make you have a better experience, and for me at least, makes me feel a lot more comfortable going into the process. I find that it's also helpful to have realistic expectations. Piercings are not going to be painless, but for the most part, they're not nearly as painful as people expect. Like, I feel like most body piercings done well by a good piercer with good tools and good techniques and good jewelry all rank somewhere around like popping a really spicy pimple, to stubbing your toe, to getting like a filling at the dentist's office. Like most of them are around those activities, and those aren't my favorite things to do. Those aren't my favorite sensations. I wake up with one of those pimples like on like the corner of my nose or the edge of my lip line, and those hurt. They make me cry. I still end up popping them anyway. So clearly they weren't the end of the world, but just not my favorite sensation. Same thing with stubbing my toe really good or hitting my elbow on the door frame. All of those things hurt and are unpleasant, but they're not the end of the world. My whole day doesn't stop. I try and remind myself that it's really comparable to a lot of these day-to-day activities that I deal with that are also uncomfortable and unpleasant and kind of hurt, but again, are not the end of the world. And having a realistic perspective and realistic expectations for what I'm getting myself into, what it's gonna feel like, really helps me feel a lot less nervous, because I'm not nervous to pop that spicy pimple or stub my toe. I'm just kind of like a little frustrated with it, and that's about the same place I like to try and be with piercings too. The next tip is to just be honest with your piercer if you're nervous. We are here to help, and most of us are very experienced and knowledgeable at dealing with nervous clients. A good piercer is going to be a safe space. They're going to want to help you through the process, walk you through it, do whatever they can to soothe and calm your nerves. So don't hesitate to tell your piercer that you're nervous, and if there's something that works for you, we are happy to accommodate. I have clients who like me to talk to them the entire time. I have clients who prefer me be completely silent. I have clients who want to listen to specific music. have a toy or a stuffed animal to hold to, want to be told everything about the process before we get started. Whatever helps make you more comfortable and make your experience easier, that's our goal. That's what we want to do. So if you are nervous or you are scared or you are stressed, be open and honest with your provider about that. We, again, are totally here to help. Now, one thing a lot of folks will do prior to getting pierced to try and help with nerves is look up videos online. And this is a double-edged sword. I totally think that seeing how the process is going to go can be very helpful and very beneficial to help you kind of mentally prepare, but also videos of well done piercings that are properly done with good jewelry and good things rarely go viral on the internet because they're kind of boring. What tends to go viral are videos where someone passes out, bleeds a whole bunch, the piercing is done wrong, the client is screaming, the piercer surprises them or is mean, or things like this. Like a video of me going, awesome, your piercing's done, you're just gonna feel me put in your jewelry, is not what's gonna end up on World Star, okay? And so a lot of times when you look up some of these piercings online, the first many videos that you're gonna get fed are not great examples of how a piercing should go. They're usually some of the worst examples of how a piercing should go. So if you are someone who chooses to look these things up online beforehand, be really intentional about the content you're looking at and you're consuming. Are you looking at work from a safe, reputable piercer? Does it look like it's being done properly, or is this just the first result that came up with the most views? If we take driving, for example, videos of someone driving from point A to point B and arriving safely at their destination are very boring. What goes viral are videos of car crashes, crazy accidents, people hitting animals, and police chases, and just wild things happening while you're driving. If you just Googled driving a car, a lot of the top videos would make you think driving was the most terrifying, dangerous, ridiculous thing ever. And piercing can be very much the same. Again, that content that goes viral is very often not the best example of piercing out there. So use a little discretion if you're going to look up videos of piercings, if you find that that's something that helps you prepare. Make sure you're getting them from a reputable source. If you want really good piercing videos, I strongly encourage you to check out my coworker, Colin O. He makes a ton of videos of his piercing techniques, and they're really amazing and really good examples of how easy and safe piercing can be. And then one of my favorite mantras when it comes to getting pierced is do it scared. I used to think for years that my goal in getting piercings and tattoos was to be really brave and tough and get over my fear and be the person who comes into the studio and is just excited and who isn't nervous at all and who's just thrilled with the outcome. And I realized eventually that that is not me and that will never be me. I am a big baby, I'm very nervous, I have anxiety, I'm scared. I'm just always gonna be scared to get a piercing. That's never gonna change. You know what? I'm just gonna do it scared. I don't have to do it brave, I don't have to do it confident, I don't have to do it fearless. I can do it scared and trembling and nervous and stressed, and that's how I'm gonna do it. And for me, there's something really freeing in acknowledging that I'm just gonna be scared and nervous, and that I'm just gonna do it anyway while I'm scared. And that's one of the mantras that plays in my head when I'm laying on the piercing table is, we'll just do it scared. And then the last thing is, as long as you're seeing a good piercer, a safe piercer, a reputable piercer, really just try and put your trust in them. I get on that table and I try and take some deep calming breaths. I try and relax my body. I'll sit there and think to myself, okay, relax my jaw, relax my shoulders, relax my arms, relax my legs, and I'll just remind myself that I trust the person who's doing this. I trust that they're gonna guide me through it, and I trust that they're gonna make it as easy as possible. And I try and focus on the trust that I have for my piercer more than the anxiety and the nerves and the fear that I'm feeling. I am notoriously a really big baby. I'm actually getting some piercings at the end of this week, and I am already stressed about it. I know it seems really ironic. I'm making a video about staying calm for your piercings, and I'm already freaking out about the piercings that I have to get. But listen, that's why I think I'm equipped to speak on this, because I know what it is to feel so stressed and feel so nervous, and just really get inside your own head about some of these things. So I'm here to tell you that it's normal to feel that way. I feel that way. Plenty of piercers and tattoo artists and other folks do, and you're not alone in feeling this way. But hopefully some of these tips help you feel a little bit calmer and a little bit more prepared for your next piercing experience. Have a wonderful rest of your day, and I can't wait to sit down and chat again soon. Everyone send me good energy to not be a huge baby when I get pierced too. All right, have a great rest of your day. Bye.